Salute Raider Nation. Victory Tuesday. Let's go. What's going on, Raider Nation? I hope you guys are having an amazing Tuesday. It is Victory Tuesday. Raiders are coming off of a 17-13 win over the Green Bay Packers after a Monday night thriller. Yesterday, me and my primo Nate are going to dive into it. Yes, Nate is not here, as you guys can see. He is going to be pulling up, though, later in the show. Thank you guys for pulling up. I know it is late. I'm just getting out of work myself. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am exhausted. I'm tired, but I want to talk about this game with you guys. So, real quick, what we're gonna dive into is, of course, we're gonna talk about the game. We're gonna talk about the offense, Josh McDaniels. We're definitely gonna talk about the defense. I know Nate is gonna be hyped around that defense, but I want to first talk about this offense. This offense, yeah, they put up, we won. Yeah, we're always going to be happy with the win, but this offense, again, cannot score more than 20 points. And again, Jimmy Garoppolo is locking on to the same receivers that he's been locking in and week out. He had 22 for 31, 208 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Josh Jacobs had 20 carries, 69 yards, 1 touchdown. Jakobi Meyers has 7 catches, 75 yards, and 1 touchdown. Davante Adams had 4 catches for 45 yards on 4 targets for no touchdowns. Longest was 21 yards. Michael Mayer had 2 catches, 39 yards on 3 targets. Jacobs had 5 catches, 20 yards on 5 targets. Amir Abdullah had 1 catch for 11 yards on 1 target. But Jakobi Meyers was the main guy, 10 targets outside of everybody else. They had 29 targets as a team. And Jakobi Meyers had 10 of those. He's your wide receiver 2. Devontae's your wide receiver 1, but you got to get more opportunities especially to Davante Adams. You got to get more opportunities. I know we said, man, don't target Davante. He targeted Davante, I believe, in one game. He had 20 targets against the Steelers. I know we said to not target him so much, but now it's back to now you're not targeting him enough. And there was times where he's open, but again, we got to talk about the deep ball game. Jimmy G has no deep ball at all. We know we knew that. Me and Nate knew that. But we said it. Jimmy G's game isn't the deep ball. His game is intermediate, short passes, and get these guys some yak yards. Get these guys run after catch. And there's no plays that are built for this. It is literally a dump, intermediate catch, dive, and you're getting, 12, 13 yards, but you're getting no yak yards. And I feel like that is what's going to hurt this offense. This offense, I talked about it in the last video. Jakobi Meyers, his strength is yak. Davante, yak. Michael Mayer, yak. Josh, yak. Amir, yak. Austin Hooper, he's more of a receiving threat. Hunter Renfrow, yak. Trey Tucker, definitely yak with that speed that he has. Yet Josh McDaniels cannot utilize these players to their strengths. You're not getting Mayers open for him to be able to break some tackles and get a lot of run after catch. Same with Davante. You're not utilizing Hunter Renfrow's route running ability to break him open. But then this goes back to Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo, you are not looking at the entire field. You are locking on to 2 receivers. 2 receivers. You're either looking at Davante or you're looking at Jakobi. And for me, that's a problem. And you either look at them or you're going to your check down in Josh Jacobs. You're not going to win football games by putting up 17 points. We're getting lucky by winning football games, putting up 17 points. And welcome to the show, my primo Nate in the building. The man, the myth, the legend. Looking for that coloration. He has some rainbow features going on right now with the lights. We love it. How you
Oh,
doing, primo?
hold on. I forgot to shut that off.
but
I didn't realize. I'm
Aladdin,
totally
he
blind.
said hashtag Raider Nation. He's saying Jimmy G is garbage 2.0. And I'm starting to believe it, Aladdin. I'm starting to believe it too. I'm starting to believe it too. But Nate, how you feeling, man? How you feeling today? What's going on in life? How you doing?
Doing well. You feel me? Life goes on, type of stuff.
Yeah. Were you able to catch a game last night?
Yeah, of course.
All right, you ready to talk about it? Ready to dive into it?
Yes, sir.
What I was talking about was that again, yeah, we won, but again, we're seeing the same thing week in and week out. Jimmy Garoppolo is not spreading the football. He's not. He is locking on to two receivers, and that is Devontae Adams and that is Jacoby Myers. If he doesn't go to them, he's checking it down to Josh Jacobs. And then this to me is a problem. Like I don't. I'm to the point. Yeah, people can blame McDaniel's about what Jimmy G is playing as, but for me, this is going to Jimmy G now. This is on a Jimmy G problem because yeah, we knew he didn't have a big arm, Nate. We talked about it, but we said that is not his game. This is where I then go to blame McDaniel's because McDaniel's play calling, he's not utilizing the strength of Jimmy G. He's not utilizing the strength of Devontae Meyer. Like Kyle Shanahan. I'm telling you, the 49ers are spoiled over there, and I hate them to death. But I got to give them the respect. Kyle Shanahan, he plays that offense to the ability of his players. And Josh McDaniels is not doing that. Jimmy G succeeded with the Niners. Why? Because of his ability to be accurate with the football and intermediate and short passes. Now, of course, he is being way too accurate with the defense, leading the league in 7 interceptions. Like that's crazy. But then you look at Brock Purdy, and I know not, and I'm not saying this because I hate the Niners, but Purdy's another guy that is Jimmy G. I'm telling you, I'm gonna say that right now. Brock Purdy is another Jimmy G. What do I mean by that? Kyle Shanahan, any quarterback can play that system. I said it. You go put Derek Carr in that system, and that offense will likely flourish. Why? Because Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, and Brandon Ayuk. It is those four main guys that make up that offense of what the Niners offense is. With the Raiders, Josh Jacobs, Hunter Renfrow, Jacoby Myers, Michael Mayer, and Devontae Adams. Those are the playmakers for your offense. And Josh McDaniels, you do not play to their ability of those five guys. Nate, what do you would you agree with that, or would you say it could be something else?
Um, I mean, I definitely think, um, from my opinion, I don't think any of this 2 and 3 is Jimmy's fault. He's just playing his game. Um, it's I, I just hope that what it's a look like right now, Josh McDaniels didn't know what he got when he got Jimmy Garoppolo. He didn't think of, oh, this guy is just like mid, so but I'ma just, let him get out there and just, you know, f- flourish with this offense. No, he's the Jimmy G that you need to have, you know, you need to be able to play with the whole offense if you have Jimmy G um
Mm-hmm.
at under center. And that's what, Josh McDaniels is. I hope he's learning. I did see some of adjustments yesterday with, utilizing different guys, making sure the other guys around the offense gets the ball, and making sure the ball gets spread around on the offense.
Yeah.
Jimmy G knows, like Jimmy G knows who's good and who's not, and that's why Debo Samuel got the ball 75% of the time when he was over there. And I mean, and still, as you mentioned, the Niners, man, they got, I mean, people don't realize what happened when they got Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is not supposed to be on a team like the Niners. It's not fair. He's not supposed to be on a team like the Niners. He's supposed to stay on the Panthers to where it was fair, because then they were in he's supposed to be on a non-OP already freaking offense. Like, this is not supposed to happen, man.
But I'm glad you brought that up though, Nate. I mean, and salute to Raider Rob, and salute to everyone pulling up. And guys, also we have hit 400, Nate. We are over 400 subs. So thank you to the nation for getting us to 400 subscribers. Hey, but nation, next goal is 500. So spread the link around. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers, tell your classmates. Like, if you're still in school, tell your classmates, tell anyone who loves Raider football, because we love talking Raider football over here at Raiders Primos. Also, hit that like and hit the bell so you guys are not late to any live shows. But salute to Raider Rob. He said us in the game. He said the defense made plays when they had to, and they kept us in the game. But the offense and decision makings by McDaniels is what is holding this offense back. They stack the box because they know Jimmy can't throw the ball down the field. And Raider Rob, that is true. But I'm gonna have to clap back to that a little bit. And here's why. Because Nate brought up a good point. Christian McCaffrey on the Niners. Now, why did the Niners trade for Christian McCaffrey? People would think, hey, you want to get a dynamic player to already, like you said, an OP offense. But it was because Matt Breida left. Raheem Mostert got traded to the Dolphins. Either I think he got traded to the Dolphins or he left too. But the thing is, people don't realize the Niners didn't have a good running back room. Let me see who their running back room was in 2020 and last year prior to them getting Christian McCaffrey. Because let me see. No, I don't want the current one. I want the 2022 one. Their roster consisted of, here's their running backs. And let me get the positions. The running backs was Jeff Wilson, Elijah Mitchell, and Jordan Mason, and Marin Mack, and Tyron Davis, and Tevin Coleman. That's your running back room. That is your running back room for the Niners. You're not Brock Purdy and Jimmy G. That Kyle Shanahan offense runs through the running game. And that's why I say with this system, it runs through the running game. Josh Jacobs and the offensive line are a pivotal part of this system. If you can't get the running game going, Jimmy G, the way Jimmy G has been playing is what you're going to get out of your quarterback. We said it would, and here's the thing, you guys. People's like, if we had, our former quarterback, we'd be better. No, we won't. He is playing terrible football down in New Orleans. Now, yeah, did they blow out the Patriots? Bro, who isn't going to blow out the Patriots this season? Like, let's be honest. It might be the Raiders. We might be the ones
I was about to be like, well, dang
it. We for surely going to beat them, hopefully, but I don't know about blowing them out. But who isn't blowing the Patriots out like lately? Let's be honest. What does our former quarterback have that he's never had here? He has a defense. New Orleans, we said it even before DC was there. New Orleans Saints defense is one of the most consistent defenses in the league. Like, they're always going to be good. Year in and year out, they're always going to be good.
That was one of my booms for the fantasy thing.
They're killing it for my dad. Defense. Bro, for my dad, he has their defense in fantasy. They're killing for him. The point is, what I'm trying to make you guys is, it doesn't matter what quarterback you got back there. I mean, if you have an elite quarterback, yeah, of course. But I'm talking about when it comes to like the guys like Jimmy G's, the Derek Carrs of the world, the who else is a freaking
Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins. Like, those quarterbacks who are mainly pocket passers, And yeah, maybe some of them have the deep arm. My point is the running game, and I feel like this is for any quarterback. If the running game ain't going anywhere, the passing game is going to be hard to get going unless you got a Mahomes, you got a Josh Allen. But even for those guys, bro, Josh Allen got his ass whooped by the Jaguars in London. And they didn't really, and I know their run game was shit. You know why? Because I had James Cook on my fantasy. He didn't give me crap for this past Sunday. My point is the running game also plays a part on why McDaniels and Jimmy G are failing as a duo. Like, I get it. Hey, I'm putting hella blame on them. Don't get me wrong. But for peace sake, bro, like, when is this running game going to get going? When is it going to get going? Like,
I believe that one where where JJ broke out on like a 30-some yard, or no, 20-some yard.
20,
I think
bro, 24. And that was the longest run by a running back this season. That's crazy.
That ended up being our shortest drive ever, like in time frame.
Wow.
So it just shows you.
And I agree everything on Raider Rob's takes with Jimmy G, bro. He is 100% right. He goes through his reads, and when the play breaks down, he panics and makes stupid decisions. And here's the thing: we traded one car for another. Everybody was right. Everybody was right. We traded one car for another. But you know what's the difference, Raider Rob? This Derek Carr is more cheaper than the other Derek Carr, where we can actually go out and possibly go find a quarterback, because we gotta, and I don't want to talk draft because, like, we just won. We're not gonna be negative here, but we want to talk some real Raiders football. And the real thing is, we need a quarterback. We need a quarterback. But Nate, let's be honest, we also need an offensive line. Like, let's talk Van City, our guy, Primo's my freaking dogs. First, congrats on 400 subs. Second, how about the defense? Van City, we're going to talk about that. But let's talk some shit on this offense. The offensive line, Nate. This is the one unit that we thought was going to be one of the best, like one of the top units in the NFL. And I don't know about you, but they're getting worse every single week. Worse and worse and worse. They can't open up run lanes. And, Jimmy G's Dylan Parham, my guy. Dylan Parham is getting thrown around like a rag doll, and Andre James is allowing pressure up the middle. Like, those two guys, and I got to go back and look at the film because I know there's many more cases when Jimmy G is getting pressure in his face. But my goodness, Parham and Andre James are the two guys that I seen that were just like, what are you guys doing out there? Like, and Parham is the guy we were hyped on, Nate. Parham was the guy we were hyped on.
Yeah, they were doing decent, game 1, game 2, but I don't know where that went last night. Like, bro, I saw one play when I was watching that boy. One person only took like one step, and the guy was already past him. Like, what?
Oh yeah, that was Parham. And the thing is, bro, it was sad because the defensive lineman, bro, didn't even do shit. All he did, he literally walked by Parham. And Parham didn't do nothing. Like, he literally walked right by Parham. And I'm like, bro, like, Parham is in a sophomore slump. He is and the thing is, it was funny because I was watching with my dad, the game, and my dad's like, who is on our offensive line? And I'm like, it's the same guys from last year, only one guy changed. We replaced Alex Bars with Greg Van Roten. Other than that, it's the same exact line. What the hell changed? It's the same coach, same players. You're telling me one guy made the difference?
Oh yeah, Illuminor better not start for the rest of the season. So, yeah, he should just like, for him just getting hurt.
I've been calling for Thayer Munford to get the right tackle starting position. He gave up one sack. I believe he gave one sack.
Yeah.
But bro's, I'm counting him as a rookie, even though he's a second, year guy. But I'm counting him as a rookie. He hasn't got a lot of playing time. Give Daniel Munford a lot more playing time, and I'm telling you, bro, he's gonna be like Colton Miller. When Colton Miller first came into the league, people thought Colton Miller was gonna be a bust. He was getting ragdolled his rookie year. But hey, he's turned into one of our top. I want to quote this top lineman because he's been getting ragdolled too. He's been going back to his rookie ways. This line got to get it together. And does it go with McDaniel? I mean, at this point, I don't even know if it's a McDaniels thing, like with the offensive line. Like, I really don't know what it is.
What sucks is that we really already took a shot at a first rounder, and we just straight fumbled on an O line, and nothing could go right on that O line.
And then we got to talk about Josh Jacobs, though. When it comes to this running game, Josh Jacobs, 20 carries for 69 yards and 1 touchdown. Now, the Raiders team as a whole had 29 carries for 96 yards, 1 touchdown. You look at that and you're like, oh, the team ran well, but of course you're going to highlight Josh Jacobs, 20 carries, 69 yards, 3.5 average on his running attempts.
I think he was averaging.
I'm going to tell you this right now. Everyone that killed Primos for not wanting to pay Josh Jacobs, y'all owe us an apology. I'm kidding, Nation. But no, seriously, Nate, we got killed because we were saying, hey, you know what? Maybe we don't sign Josh Jacobs. Maybe we roll with, the running back by committee. Maybe you sign Josh Jacobs to a 1-year deal and you roll with that. And then if he wants to walk, he can walk. A lot of people killed us. I'm telling you, these first 5 games is exactly why I said to not pay Josh Jacobs. And we still paid him for a year. But I'm telling you, Josh Jacobs is along with the offensive line is going to get blamed. Josh Jacobs is another reason why this running game is terrible. His cuts, he looks slow when he's trying to cut to the outside. He doesn't he's not breaking tackles like he did last year. Like, I remember he ran through the gap and he got stopped. He got tackled for like 4 yards and it was by a corner. I'm like, bro, if you don't run this like mother effer over like you did last year.
His eyes wasn't really impressing either.
Bro, like, I don't know what it is with this running game. And I lead this because now we're going to talk about a decision, and I'm gonna actually put a banner in it because there's been some. I know we won the game, but I'm on the Fire McDaniels train. But
you think he should go back?
Y'all need to chill with this.
You think he should go back to number 28?
I think he should, because number 8 ain't working for him.
Facts.
Number 8 ain't working for him.
The number he got on is like the number he'd be finishing the game with. That's just tough.
Like, I don't know. The running game needs to step up. They're 29th in the league as a total offense, and you're not going to win football games being 29th. But let's talk about this, Nate. Let's talk about this real quick. So we're gonna have a little debate here because Raider Nation has been debating on this. Did McDaniels make the right call to kick the field goal instead of going for it on 4th and 1? Now, to give you some context, the Raiders are up 17-13 with the 2-minute at the 2-minute warning, I believe. And it's 4th and 1. The Raiders have the opportunity to go for it, pick up a first down, close the game. You win 17-13. Or you kick the field goal, you go up 7 points, and the Packers have to go down. And instead of scoring a touchdown to win the game, they potentially score a touchdown to tie the game. And you guys will possibly go into overtime. Now, there's a lot of debate going on this. But before we get into it, I want to acknowledge the chat real quick. Van City says, I'm going to Washington State versus Oregon on Saturday. Michael Penix versus Bo Nix. Hey, Van City, have a great time, bro. At that game, let me see. I want to see if they're showing it in my area. Because if they're showing it in my area, I'm definitely tuning in. Definitely tuning in if they're showing that game in my area. And they are. They're showing it on ABC. Let's go. I'm gonna be tuning in, Van City. I'm gonna be tuning in. Raider Rob says they are terrible this year. And not the same as last year. We run the ball more efficiently when we are in I formation with Jakob Johnson leading the way for Jacobs. And you're right, Raider Rob. I noticed that when we're in the I formation and they run right up the gut, we gain about 4-5 yards. Salute to Orlando Padilla in the building. But yeah, Nate, I want to ask you first. Did Josh McDaniels make the right call to kick the field goal instead of going for it on 4th and 1?
Was that the one that he got blocked?
Where Daniel Carlson, he hit it off the upright. It was before the 2-minute warning in the 4th quarter.
Where were we on the field?
Here, I'm gonna set it up for y'all. Give me a sec. I'm gonna set it up for y'all. I got you guys. Okay? Stay with me. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Stay with us. I got y'all. Because we about to break it. We about to break this down.
4th and 1.
Here, I got the all 22 also. Let's go. I'm trying to break the. All right, here we go. All right, let me share my screen. Share the screen. Boom. Boom. All right. So as you can see, it is 3rd and 6, 2 minutes. I'm gonna let it play out. So you're gonna get a draw play to Abdullah, and he is stopped short, of course. And it's gonna bring up a 4th down. Now, Nate, where people are debating is that Josh McDaniels should have went for the kill, and he should have, had some balls. He should have, grown a pair, and he should have shown that he wants to win the game. Now, they are on the Green Bay's, I believe that is the 33-yard line. That is the Green Bay 33-yard line. So they are on in Green Bay territory. So I agree he could have gone for it, but why do I agree more to kick the field goal? Now, of course, this is what happens. Daniel Carlson kicks, hits off the upright.
I mean, you know what's hecka funny? My dad jinxed that. And I got -1 points for Carlson that game. Who gets -1 points for Carlson in fantasy?
You do. But I want to say this, you guys. McDaniel is damned if he doesn't, and he's damned if he does. And he's damned if he does. Because I guarantee you, Nate, knowing Raider fans, if Josh McDaniels does go for it and they don't pick it up, oh, why didn't you kick the field goal, McDaniels? Why did you go for it? All right, you have one of the most accurate kickers in the league. Why didn't you go for it? He's damned if he doesn't, and he's damned if he does.
Yeah, that's how it is most of the time.
So, and I'm telling you guys, a risk, it either is gonna pay off or it doesn't. And if it doesn't pay off, you look like the biggest idiot in the NFL. If it does, you got balls of steel. Look, I said a very good example back in 2016. If Jack Del Rio and if the Raiders don't convert on that 2-point conversion against the Saints to beat the Saints, Jack Del Rio looks like the biggest idiot in the NFL. Because why not take the extra point, tie the game, go to OT? Like, I'm telling you, it's a risk. either are rewards or they're not. And in this case, Josh McDaniels got lucky that his defense bailed him out. Because you go back into it, and I guarantee Josh McDaniels like, damn, if I knew he would have missed it, I would have went for it. But let's look at it. We brought up the running game, Nate. The running game was struggling all night. Josh Jacobs was averaging 3.5 yards per carry, but there was times he was getting hit in the backfield. Either got hit for -2, -1, or no yards most of the night. There were some nights, there were some plays where he got 4, he got 3 yards, but the running game was struggling, heavily struggling.
Yeah.
Would you even run on 4th and 1, or would you pass? The thing is, I'm gonna ask you, would you go for it on 4th and 1, or do you trust your kicker in making a 52-yard field goal that he's usually makes 9 times out of 10?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, if I were to go for it, I would either run it with Jacobs or run it with somebody else. Most probably, I don't know. Who knows? It's QB sneak, screw it. But I'm not clowning the decision to go for the field goal. Reason why? It's because it's a makeable field goal. So.
And you're right, Nate. And I got hit back because I was, on social media. I need to get away from social media, bro. Because Raider fans be wilding, bro. Like, they want to argue in there, but they don't never want to come in our chat and like, come on, bro. Like, come in the chat, bro. Like, you ain't got to sub to us, but come show some views.
I mean,
the thing is that they were saying that, well, a 50+ yard field goal is not a gimme. Well, I said if going for it on 4th and 1 ain't a gimme to get the first down, especially with our trash ass offense. Like, what makes me what's funny to me is that people call this offense terrible and trash, but want them to go for it on the 4th and 1. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. This offense is trash. This offense is terrible. And it's sad to say, I trust more in our kicker to make a 50+ yard field goal than go for it on 4th and 1. Now, like I said, he's damned if he doesn't. He's damned if he does. Like, the thing is, people saying that Carlson, it's not a gimme. It's not a gimme. Carlson is a top 3 coming into the league, coming into this season. Daniel Carlson was a top 3 kicker. Daniel Carlson was put up up there with the likes of Justin Tucker as being one of the most accurate kickers in football.
Yeah.
You're telling me
why I freaking draft.
That's like, I want someone in the chat to tell me they didn't think that Carlson wasn't going to make it. Tell me that Carlson was not going to make that kick. And I'm telling you, you're lying to yourself, because everyone thought that Carlson would have made that kick. And because he missed it, McDaniels is getting the heat. I get it. Hey, I said it. Primoz is on the fire McDaniels train. We're not saying McDaniels is a great play caller. We're not even backing McDaniels for, all the other calls. But this call is the one call I think McDaniels should not get hate for. This is the one call I think McDaniels is not in the wrong, because Carlson, like I said, 9 times out of 10, Carlson makes that. Makes that, and we go up 20-13. We are leading by a touchdown, and people will say, "Hey, you could have if you don't get it, bro. If you don't get it, and the Packers go down and score a touchdown, you lose the game." Like, is it wrong that McDaniel was thinking ahead and was like, you know what? If I kick the field goal, 9 times out of 10, Carlson is likely going to make this because it's a 52-yarder. Carlson makes this in his sleep. We go up 7 points, and if the Packers, by somehow they score a touchdown, likely we're going into overtime. Like, there's a possibility we're going into overtime, and that is where we're going to win the game. But I will say this, because hearing me say that, I had to say that to myself earlier. Hearing me say that, I'm like, I don't see us winning in overtime, though. If we went to overtime, I don't think we win in overtime. So that's why I say he's damn if he doesn't. He's damn if he does. If he does, because if he goes for the 4th and 1 and he doesn't get it, he looks like an idiot. If he, as you've seen, he goes for the field goal is missed, he's an idiot. The only way it works out in McDaniel's favor is if he kicks the field goal, or if he or not really, if he goes for it on 4th and 1 and then get it. But I want to know how many people actually have the confidence that they would have picked it up, because I didn't. And if you go back and look at it, that was a long yard. That wasn't like a regular 4th and 1. That was like a 4th and 1 and a half. Like damn near 4th and 2. Like I looked at it, I'm like, bro, like they spotted the ball pretty far for 4th and 1. We'll never know. And you know what? It's good we can look back at it as a bad call, good call, however you want to look at it, over a win. We won 17-13. Defense stepped up. But yeah, let's dive into this defense now, Nate, because I know that is probably what you want to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Shocking defensive rankings, you guys. 2023 NFL defensive rankings as of now, the Raiders are 14th. The Las Vegas Raiders are ranked number 14th in NFL. But I want to get into these comments. Jason says, it's the best decision Josh McDaniels has made all season. The best bet was Carlson. You take the points. And you know what's funny, Jason? The nation killed Josh McDaniels for not going for a 50-plus yard field goal against the Chargers. And you know what they said, Nate? They said, how do you not send the best kicker out there? The most accurate kicker out there to kick a 50-yard field goal. He doesn't do it against the Chargers, gets killed, does it against the Packers, and he still gets killed for it. I don't know.
My thing is,
bro, McDaniels can't win with the fans, and I understand because I'm still saying fire McDaniels. I'm still saying that. I'm still saying like we may not be going anywhere with McDaniels, but I'm just saying that one play call, I'm not killing him for it. I'm killing him Carlson for it. Now, I'm not saying, hey, Carlson's gonna bounce back. I know that, but 1 for 3, bro. And one of them was blocked. I know, but that game, that's a clutch kick. That's a clutch kick.
That is.
You weren't clutch, Carlson, and that's why I blame you. I blame you for giving Raider Nation a heart attack.
For real.
And
we did not need that.
Jason says, we can't score more than 18 points all season. Who are we to pass up 3 points when we can't get in the end zone within the 5-yard line? And you know what's funny, Jason? That's what all people talk about. All I seen was, hey, Raiders are 2-3 and they haven't scored.
No, my thing is, what would have the people done on the 4th and 1?
Yeah. Because I don't know what play I would call. Because I would be scared to call a play action because our offensive line is trash. Jimmy G gets sacked, and you basically add a few more yards for the Packers for them taking over. Or Jacobs, as the night was going, Jacobs gets stopped in the backfield. Like that's where I'm like, man, like I don't know what I would have called. Would I risk it? I mean, probably, but again, I look like an idiot. Renee says he did make a bad decision regardless. Even if Carlson made that field goal, the score still was going to be a 1-possession game. He should have gone for it. And Renee, I'm not like, I don't want to and you know what? I'm not going to disagree either with that because I feel like if he should have gone for it, and then hey, go for it. Because if you do get, if you get it, hey, you close the game out. I understand it from that point, from that aspect. But I think Josh McDaniels, he didn't trust his offense and he didn't trust his defense. And the way the defense was balling, I don't know how you don't trust the defense. Like, and that's where I'm at. That's
I feel like he trusted. Oh my gosh, I'll be back.
Let me get to some more of these comments, you guys. Thank you guys for pulling up. Raider Rob says McDaniels should have went for it to put the game away. What if Green Bay scored? No wonder he went for the kick. He doesn't trust his 29th ranked offense. to pick up 1 yard. It's mind-boggling, bro. And Raider Rob, that's where I'm at. Like, I seen that too because I want to compare the rankings. Yeah, our offense is 29th, you guys. Our offense is 29th. And could you blame McDaniels? Can you blame McDaniels? Our offense is 29th. And it's rushing attack, bro. People all day have been roasting the Raiders, even leading up to the game, roasting the Raiders that they still can't run the ball. They can't run the football. They can't run the football. And then when the game started and, I was watching the Peyton Manning and Eli Manning cast, the Manning Brothers podcast while they're watching the game. And like the second play of our first drive, Josh Jacobs, takes it to the outside, no gain. Eli Manning's like, they still can't run the ball.
Dang it.
That is what the Raiders are known for, you guys, not being able to run the football. So I think I got to side like, hey, I don't trust this running game. But if he sent the offense back out there and went for it, I see both sides, Nate. I'll say that. I see both sides. I see why you go for it on 4th and 1, but I also see why you kick the field goal. I see it from both sides. But either decision Josh McDaniels makes, he's damn if he doesn't, he's damn if he does. With either decision he would have made.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say basically what Jason said. I don't know how we had the same thoughts right at the same moment, but I was gonna say, if you're a Raider fan at this point, who do you trust more for some points, Carlson or the Raiders offense?
Yeah, and Raider Rob, we cooked them too for that, but there's also like when I was going through like Raiders group chats because I'm in them. I don't know why, but I'm in them because I love, like I said, I love talking Raider football. They were killing him because I guess he didn't take that field goal earlier in the game. Like there's many people like in the group chat killing him because he didn't take the field goal, and they were saying, how do you not like kick the field goal? Like you're in field goal range, you're in Carlson's range, and I agree with that, Raider Rob. I agree. Like if it's a 50-yard field goal, you're in Carlson's range because 9 times out of 10, Carlson's making that. And
I mean,
like I said, Raider Rob, he's damn if he doesn't, he's damn if he does. Whichever decision he was going to go with, there's going to be a group of fans that were going to kill him.
I mean, as you said, Carlson is one of the top kickers in the league, so I wouldn't mind him trying as much 50-yarders. Why do you think the Ravens have Justin Tucker attempting the most 60-yarders so far this season?
Yeah, 50 plus.
They're just comfortable.
AP says, am I a bad fan for wanting to lose to get a young quarterback? He about to put me on the spot, bro, because like there's a part of me.
God.
No, because there's a part of me. Like if we lost that game, I wasn't even gonna be upset.
Oh no!
Like, can I be honest with y'all? I'm gonna be honest with the nation. I'm gonna be honest with Nate. If we lost that game, I wasn't even gonna be mad. I wasn't gonna be mad. Why? Because you expect disappointment, so you're not disappointed. And then also, I've said this. Raider fans who want Caleb Williams, salute to AP. Salute to AP and shout out to him. Because fans who want Caleb Williams, you're going to, like, you shouldn't even be mad if the Raiders lose. And that's why I was like, I'm like, you know what? I can't even be mad. Because if I want a young quarterback and I want one of these quarterbacks that are coming out in next year's draft, like a Caleb Williams, maybe a Michael Penix to get, an earlier draft, got to get an earlier draft pick. You got to get a top 3. We've seen how it looked this year with CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud's looking like he's balling out for the Houston Texans. You're not getting a quarterback if you're not in the top 5. If you you got to lose games to be in the top 5. So for fans wanting Caleb Williams, Michael Penix, these young, these top prospect quarterbacks, we got to lose games. We got to lose, unless y'all want to trade Max Crosby or y'all want to trade Devontae or trade Jacobs, trade any of our superstar players, because it's either you secure that pick or you trade the farm to get that pick. So AP, shout out to you, bro, because not a lot of fans will come to that realization that, you know what, I want Caleb Williams. I can't even get mad if we lose. But you know what's crazy, AP, and I hope you're not one of these guys. You get mad when we win. That is one thing I would never do. I would never get mad if the Raiders won. I would never get mad if the Raiders won.
Yeah.
I will always want to see the Raiders succeed. I will always want to see the Raiders win. It makes my week. It makes my day. You know, I'm never going to be mad if the Raiders won. And
So
that's
when-
what's crazy. I see a lot of people who are mad that the Raiders won because of draft position. Bro, we're 2-3. We win next week, we're 3-3. I know it's too early to talk playoffs, but the season isn't over. It's over if we lost yesterday. Hey, it would have been over if we lost yesterday. I'd have been like, all right, this is where you just go on a fat losing streak. Just do it right now. But they won. I'm happy about it. I'm glad they won, and I hope we go kick some Patriot ass next week.
I mean, yeah. We ain't out of here. We're not out of this fight. I know we did lose our most important game so far. But you know what I'm saying,
Let's be honest. Let's be honest, Nate. Let's be honest. We should be like 4-1 right now. We thought we'd be 4-1. But anyways, let me get into the comments and then let's break down this defense. Jason says, I trust Carlson more than this O-line right now. Bro, that is how I feel, Jason. That's how I feel. He said, what have you seen over the last couple of seasons that tells you we can put anyone away? How many double-digit leads did we blow last year? You take the points. Jason, bro, talk, bro. Say it louder, bro. Say it louder. Jason said, like it or not, you have to think about Josh McDaniels' decision, and you can't say that that's been the case all year long. Even if we get the number 1 pick, do you trust McDaniels to draft who you want? Something tells me he's going to draft a tackle. And Jason, I said this.
If he draft,
if we get the first pick, you fire McDaniels.
just to be safe before the draft starts.
Bro. Just to be safe. If you get the number 1 pick, you fire McDaniels. Hell, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, do you fire Ziegler too? You know, fuck it,
we're
bro.
firing. We're bringing in a whole
house.
staff. You clean
fire
out
the
just
front
to
office
make
and
sure
you make sure you get Caleb Williams at the number 1 pick. You make sure you get someone that's like, hey, we're drafting Caleb Williams. And you're like, all right, you're hired.
Oh
There's
my
no way
God.
you have the number 1 pick.
Be like, nah,
bro. If we have the number 1 pick, and I pray to God we don't have the number 1 pick. But if we do have the number 1 pick and we don't draft Caleb Williams, we are getting on this live, and you guys tune in so you guys can see this table next to me getting flipped. That door's gonna get broken into. That closet that it ain't gonna have a door. Like all this shit gonna get broken, and my girlfriend's probably gonna throw me out.
Oh yeah.
Like so, I will lose my shit if Caleb Williams is on the board and we pass on him. I will lose my shit,
bro. The little application notices on the what's it called? You know, for people getting the job, it's gonna be like draft Caleb Williams. Oh, you're gonna draft Caleb Williams? All right, hired.
For real. AP said, nah, if we win, I'm happy, but I give it these next few games against the Pats and the Bears. If you lose those games, fire McDaniels and towards the future at that point, in my opinion. AP, I agree with you, bro. I because these are 2 games that are very, very winnable. And Jason, I agree with you too. It could be a trap game, but they're very, very winnable. On paper, the Raiders have better talent than the Bears. Unless McDaniels this shit, into the ground, that's the only way we're losing. Raider Rob, we are a 6-7 win team at we are a 6-7 win team at best, maybe even 8. Team at best, bro, that's being realistic from what I've been seeing up to this point. We are sure picking in the top 10. Raider Rob, I'm not going to disagree with you. Now, I will say this. If that is the case, like I said, I'm not one for tanking. Go out there and play your game. If you win, you win. You lose, you lose. And we'll talk about it after the season. But I agree with a lot of the Raiders fans that are saying, hey, Caleb Williams is a generational talent. The Raiders should try to do anything they can to look at him. My thing is, if you don't hold the number one pick, you're trading the farm to get that number one pick. You're at least probably trading Davante Adams. You're at least trading Max Crosby. You're trading one of your superstars to get that number one pick. You're trading that away. Now, if it's Chicago, hey, I'll talk to Chicago and be like, hey, I'll give you Davante Adams and I'll trade. Now, I know no one wants to see Adams go, but who would you rather trade, Davante or Max Crosby? Reason why I'm trading Davante is because I would say Chicago, I'll trade Davante to you guys, but you're giving me the number one pick and your other first round pick. So that way you get those two picks and you draft Caleb Williams, and hopefully you can get Marvin Harrison Jr. Falling to you also. And that way
you
kind of make up for the Davante Adams trade. Now I know people's gonna say we don't know what Marvin Harrison brings. Well, sorry guys, y'all want Caleb Williams, right? See, if I was GM, Raider Nation will fucking hate me. I'm telling you that right now. Like, oh, hey, I'm trying to make y'all happy, okay? Y'all want Caleb Williams? I'm sorry, I gotta trade Davante Adams away. Like, I'm sorry.
I mean, who's to say if the team actually does what no Raider fan wants and tank? Who's to say none of our star players just want to leave anyway?
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing,
Let's talk about this defense because, bro, we have been 50 minutes killing this offense, killing McDaniels. I apologize, you guys, because I know the defense is what people want to talk about. So, yeah, let's talk about this defense. Leading 14, they are 14th in the league. I remember when we talked, Nate, we said, hey, we'd be happy with the 20th ranked defense or 22nd ranked defense. Shout out to Raider Nate, you guys, because he said bold prediction at the beginning of the season. I know, hey, still long, a lot of football left to play. But at the beginning of the season, Raider Nate said, bold prediction, the Raiders finish in the top 15 in defense. And they are number 14th, you guys. Number 14th.
Hey, as long as they do their job. Hey, bro. Shoot. No, I'm gonna take that. Yeah, heck yeah. Lottery ticket. I'm gonna go to the casino, slots, everything. Horses.
Let's look at Green Bay's offense. Jordan Love, 16 for 30, 182 yards, 6.1 average. He got sacked twice, had 3 interceptions, quarterback rating of 13.2, and a passer rating of 32.2. A.J. Dillon was their leading rusher. He had 20 carries, 76 yards, 1 touchdown. Their leading receiver was Christian Watson with 3 catches, 91 yards on 7 targets. Next man up was Luke Musgrave, 6 catches, 34 yards on 6 targets. For the Raiders defense, Devon Diablo led the team in total tackles with 10. Robert Spillane had 2 passes defended.
Robert Spillane.
Interceptions. And Marcus Peters had 1 pass defended that led to Robert Spillane getting an interception. Max Crosby, that guy is an elite defensive end. 5 total tackles. He had 1 sack, 4 tackles for loss. He had 4 solo tackles. And then Amik Robertson sealing the game by just going in the air, bro. That guy caught air on that game-winning interception. Nate, talk about this defense. AP says, I'm happy with this defense. 3 picks. I haven't seen that in my lifetime. Well, AP, I don't know if you remember back in 2020, the Raiders defense intercepted Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos 4 times in that game. So I think this is the first time since that game we had a multi-pick game, if I can remember. But yeah, Nate, talk about this defense, man. That's your side of the ball. That's your side of the ball.
Yeah, man. Like, I actually had a little bit of hope about this defense being good to decent to good, decent. I don't think that's a really common thing as far as what we were thinking about in the beginning of the season. I just really think that, the guys did a decent job with, picking up what we needed to pick up. I mean, Marcus Peters did have a down day, but that called for the rest of the cornerbacks to step up. And I don't think nobody but Christian Watson really had a you know, played his game type stuff. And hats off to these linebackers, fool. These
We thought it
linebackers,
was gonna be the weakest link.
bro. Oh my gosh, bro. These linebackers are showing no mercy whatsoever. Their eyes are everywhere. I don't think that run game really
It
went
didn't, and
anywhere.
they, like I said, that their leading rusher was set. I mean, they gave up 110 yards, but Jordan Love had a 26-yard carry, and then AJ Dillon had 76 yards on the ground. But like I said, outside of AJ Dillon and Jordan Love popping one for 26, the running game was really non-existent for the Packers.
Yeah, I mean, and you seen, Tyree Wilson is meh, you know what I'm saying? Sad. I'm sorry, kind of sad about Kuntz. I don't know what his deal is with his injury. Do you know or no?
He played. I believe he played. Let me see. I know he played. Let me see if he was even in the stat sheet. Malcolm, nope, he wasn't even in the stat sheet. Tyree Wilson had one tackle. Give a round of applause, you guys. Our 7th overall pick, one tackle.
Bro, how many tackles does this man have in the season, bro?
Dude, did you see he got trucked by Keenan Allen last
Oh
week?
my gosh, I saw that. I
That boy
remember
got
that. That
whooped
was
on his ass, bro,
disrespectful.
by a wide receiver.
That's
I'm like,
literally
bro, we're never gonna not be the embarrassment when it comes to the NFL draft. Like, bro, like can the nation be the GMs next season so we can make sure we get Caleb Williams? Like, if we are able to get him,
bro, bro, like that's that was just terrible. And that boy is big too. Like how?
he is. I mean, you know what? Like I said, let's see. It's a win. Let's see what they bring next. Like I'm telling you, next week,
Uh-huh.
if we don't whip, and I don't care if our Patriot Primo is listening and he's watching this, if we don't beat the bricks off of the Patriots next week, I'm gonna be happy with the win. Don't get me wrong, but Raiders, if you win next week, you're pretenders. You're not contenders. You're pretenders because you're beating sorry ass teams, but you're not even blowing them.
We
You're
have
not
to beat
beating
them.
them. Yeah, like you have to beat their asses into the ground.
And
I'm hoping we see a can of whoop ass opened up next week at Allegiant Stadium in front of the Patriot fans that are going to show up because we know Allegiant Stadium is not a home field advantage. Send those Patriot fans home crying to their sisters, to their mommies, because you gotta love some Patriot incest because that's all they're known for.
who do you think Tom Brady's gonna root for?
He's gonna be rooting for the Raiders, bro. He's the
That's
owner.
tough.
He's gonna
Yo,
be rooting for the Raiders.
Bun,
He already rooted for the Patriots. He can root for the Raiders.
Bears.
Hey, Brady.
Hey,
Now that I think about it, bro, Brady's gonna be in the building.
yeah, he was in the building last time.
Brady got to be in the building for that.
I feel like he's gonna be in that building like every day or every
Jason
game.
said Spillane was going crazy, and they were triple teaming Max and still couldn't stop him. And that's what we want from this defense. AP said,
Yo, your reaction was perfect.
It's gonna make me cry, bro.
Yo, somebody clipped that. That was the funniest thing ever. Yo.
AP, why are you making me sad, man?
He said,
But you know what? The Chandler Jones situation, if that happened prior to the draft, I think we'd take Jalen Carter. Because I think they thought they were gonna have Chandler Jones, Tyree Wilson, and Max Crosby on the field. You know what? F that. There's no reason you should pass on Jalen Carter
You know, Al Davis would have chose
Jalen,
Jalen Carter.
bro, Dave Ziegler, what the hell are you doing, bro?
Jack Del
No,
Rio, Jalen Carter. Give me that. Like nobody
bro,
cares about
like,
no arrest. Like what?
dude, I think about it. I'm like, imagine if Gruden never traded away to Mac, and we have Khalil Mack and Max
Oh
Crosby.
my goodness. With Jalen Carter. Oh my goodness.
Bro, I'm ending this stream right now so I could go cry.
We would have
I'm
passed.
kidding, y'all. We staying on. But
We would have for
that
sure.
hurts, Nate, bro. That shit hurts, bro.
We wouldn't have needed Tyree Wilson. We would have grabbed Jalen Carter.
Bro, grab Jalen
Oh.
Carter and then get like a corner, bro. Like in the second round. Oh, bro. Like, I mean, actually, Jacorian Bennett isn't that bad. A lot of people are like crapping on the rookie, but Jacorian, I have some
Hey,
faith in Jacorian.
I didn't see a. Wait, he was hurt.
Oh, AP, I think he would have. Or actually, fuck that, bro. He would have got Peter Skoronsky, the tackle out of Northwestern.
Oh God.
Bro, he would have been like, we're gonna put him at the right tackle position, and we're gonna. I'm like, what the hell, bro? We're never gonna address the defense. I'm sorry, AP, but no, Gruden would have got Peter Skoronsky, and I would have been. I'm gonna be honest. I know a lot of people wouldn't have been mad at it,
Better.
but I would have, because bro, our defense never gets looked at like the offense does.
Yeah. I don't know.
But other than that, Nate, like, I think this defense is playing well. Like I said,
Yeah.
they're not as invested into the defense than they are the offense, and yet the defense is the one that's balling out and is off, bro. If only this offense can get their shit together, bro. Like, this offense can get their shit together, bro. If we scored, think about this, you guys. If we scored 25 points at least, we'd be 4-1 right now. All we needed to do was score
25 points is crazy.
All we need to do is score 25. You telling me, bro, in today's NFL, you cannot score 25 points? That shit's crazy, bro. You're making these defenses look like they're number one.
I know, and they're not even good defenses.
Dude, the Chargers are number 31 right now.
They're not even in good. They're not. None of these teams
Chargers are
have good
number
defenses.
31. The Steelers are number 30.
None of these teams have good defenses. Bro, 30, 31. We're about to face the Patriots, which probably most likely number 32 because they've been outscored 100-0.
Surprisingly, the Broncos are number 32.
Okay, so the Patriots will be number 29.
The Patriots are number 8.
That how they were scored. They've been scored 100-2 in the last 2 games.
But Nate, it's because their offense is terrible, bro. Their offense is terrible.
Wait,
we could blow the Pats out even with them having the 8th ranked defense. Bro, if we don't, this defense better be consistent, and you guys better go whoop some Mac Jones ass.
If we take
one of his Mac Jones is gifting y'all an interception to take to the house. If y'all don't take an interception to the house, bro.
If we can't beat a team that we literally took one of their top receivers away and can't beat them with him, I don't know what we're capable of doing.
Hey, I just hope we don't see Jacoby Myers trying to lateral it back to Jimmy G. I don't want to see that, bro. But I like this question from AP. He said, how do y'all feel about Trey Tucker? I feel like we needed to use him more in the offense because every time he touches the ball, he makes a good play, and Tyler Hall is a baller. AP, me and Nate have been screaming for these two guys to get more playing time, and we don't. Your guess is mine, bro. Like, we like Trey Tucker. We want him to get more involved in this offense other than the freaking jet sweeps. Like, get him involved in the passing game. Get him involved in the bubble screens. Like, get him, like, his speed has to get accounted for on the offense. This opens up the windows for Adams, Myers, Mayer, Renfro. And I can't believe I say Renfro, Mayer, because it's not like Jimmy G even looks at them. But, that's besides the point. Trey
Mayer
Tucker
got some burn.
This offense.
Mayer did get some burn for like
Bro, he got 2 catches in the first quarter, and then after that, it wasn't even target. He was targeted.
And they were good. They were good.
That's what I'm saying. They were connecting. Like, bro, what the fuck, bro?
And
Like,
he ran for a decent yardage after the catch.
But what do you think about? Hey, Nate, how do you feel about Trey Tucker, man?
I want him on my team because they're not using him. So
He's like, I'll coach him. Raider Robin does enough to get the job done. They were chipping at Max, and he was still disrupting Max as an animal. This is facts. Jason says Tucker is a problem for every defense, but Josh McDaniels has no idea how to use him. Get him the ball once or twice, and that's it. And that's a problem, Jason. That's what I'm saying. Like, Josh McDaniels figure something out, and I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about this. I want Mike Lombardi to start calling the plays and let Josh McDaniels focus on head coaching, because here's what I'm saying. Trey Tucker needs to get more involved in this play, in this offensive play. And Josh McDaniels, you have no idea how to use him. Maybe Mick Lombardi can find a way to get him, because if Trey Tucker, I think, was he inactive against the Chargers? I don't know if he was inactive against the Chargers, but him and Aiden O'Connell seemed to have some chemistry, like some connection there when they showed in the preseason. Yeah. What's crazy is that Trey Tucker even showed like his speed, like Jason said, his speed has to be accounted for. Is a problem for any defense, because that speed has to be accounted for. Like, even if they don't get him the ball, a safety has to be with him, safety or corner. Because I wouldn't even say a corner, because he'll run by a corner off of the line. Safety has to pick him up. I don't know, Jason.
Oh, bro, all Trey Tucker needs is, huh?
Go ahead, Nate.
Oh, I was gonna say all Trey Tucker needs is open field, and he's getting like 10+ yards.
Bro, not even that, bro. He's gone. Like, if you're saying if there's like guys in front of him, then yeah, he's getting probably a lot, like 10 yards, some yak yards. But if he's over the top and there's nobody in front of him, bro, kiss him goodbye, bro. He's running. He's out running everybody.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cash Lord Raider. He said, "Fun fact, y'all, Carr and the Saints lost to Green Bay and we beat them. Case closed for the Carr nut huggers. We're going on a win streak. Relax. We smacking the Patriots.
Oh yeah.
And the Lions don't scare me either. Cash
Lions kind of scare me.
I love this energy, bro. I love this energy, man. And you know he's not wrong.
I like the first 2 smacks, but the Lions do kind of scare me.
The Lions do scare me, but I'll be honest. Jared Goff is the thing is, what scares me about it is Jared Goff is one of the most he doesn't turn over the ball a lot. So he's not going to give you a lot of opportunities as a defense to, create turnovers, create interceptions. And also, I'm going to start Amon-Ra St. Brown that week, so that kind of scares me even more. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm 3-2 right now. Like, y'all got to bear with me. I'm 3-2 right now. Hey, if I don't really care about winning that week, I won't start him. But you know what? If I had to win, I'm telling y'all, I gotta put Amon-Ra in. And I would just say, can he give me 1 touchdown at least? 1 touchdown. That's all I want. Just 1 tutty, and then
that means we have to ask for a touchdown.
Hopefully, Jimmy G can, put some tutties up there.
I mean, that's what I was gonna say.
Cash Lord's right here though. Jordan Love did do more to the Lions defense than he did to our defense. And hey, Cash Lord, you never know, because if you're going into Detroit like you do beat the Bears, you do beat the Patriots, hey, week at a time, any given Sunday, if you do somehow go into that Monday night game into Detroit 4-3, hey, a lot of momentum riding into that. But we got to get off to a fast start in that game, though. Cash Lord.
We have to get into a win column on the record board. Like, we have to get on the winning side first. So,
yeah, right. Writer Rob says, looking at our remaining schedule: New England, Chicago, Giants, Jets. That's not even a maybe, Raider Rob. Jets, bro, they got Zach Wilson, bro. Get some pressure on him, and he's like Carr. He folds up once you get some pressure on him.
Oh, Zach Wilson ain't doing nothing.
You get pressure on him, you start sacking him, bro. He's going down. Indy, Chargers, and Broncos are all winnable games. I agree with letting Lombardi call the plays. The crazy throwing trick plays drive me insane. Yeah, they do too, man. They do. Lions also got St. Brown. Oh yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, I know that. But that is true though, Cash.
He's like, but hopefully he can stay healthy for me.
No, for real. Like I'm actually starting him, but that's only because I'm monitoring that injury though, because I know he's questionable right now.
So hopefully,
But no, Raider Rob, you're right. These are all winnable games. That's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, bro. We'd be 9-8. We'd be finishing the season. I think we could finish the season 10-7. Who would I have us beating?
I don't know. Probably a really unwinnable game.
We won't finish 10-7 because there's no way we're beating the Chiefs. And who else are we playing? Who else are we playing? Hold on.
Hey, I mean, we can try to. We can.
If we beat the Chiefs, bro, like
we can probably sneak by one at home. No, not at their house.
Oh, bro, the Vikings. Yeah, we could beat the Vikings, bro, because Justin Jefferson is dealing with an injury. Hey, no, don't be doing that to me now, Nate. Come on.
Wait, when do we play him? When do we play them?
We play the Vikings December 10th. Justin Jefferson will be active that game, but we'll see when he comes back. You never know. He's gonna be banged up going into that game.
Well, that's.
I think that, and then who do we play prior to that game? Oh, we're coming off a bye week too. Bro, there's no reason we can't beat the Vikings. We're coming off of a bye week prior to that game.
Kelsey is dealing with his Swift. I mean, I could see us sneaking by the Chiefs one.
Maybe. Raider Nation got to show up at Allegiant though.
Hey, Mahomes. I mean, whatever. He's freaking Mahomes.
We'll see. I'm not gonna say we're gonna beat the Chiefs, but we can go 10-7, maybe 9-8. But worst case scenario, you guys, we go 5-12 or 4-13. And we just gotta, if that's the case, we just gotta pray that the Bears and the Panthers start winning some football games, because if we have a losing season like a 4-13 season or even a 3-14 season, I want that number 1 pick. And I want McDaniels and Ziegler gone. Like, if we're going to lose and miss the playoffs, might as well get the number 1 pick, bro. Try to get the number 1 pick. Go get Caleb Williams or go get Michael Penix. Get one of these top quarterbacks in the draft, and you start building for the future.
Yeah.
You have the Chiefs blown. That's true. The Chiefs haven't blown out anybody. Wait, no, the Bears. Well, the Bears are the Bears.
I thought the Bears was going to be a sneaky team this year too.
I did too, but we'll see, Cash Lord. We'll see, bro.
They're divisional games, bro.
Yeah, Broncos do beat the Chiefs, definitely help us out. But anyways, you guys, over an hour. Thank you guys for rocking with us. Thank you guys. 400 subscribers we have hit.
Sir.
Continue spreading the link around. Our road to 500 starts now. Hit the like on the way out. Hit that bell so you guys are not late for future lives. Also, so you guys know when we drop new videos. With that being said, Nate, you got anything else to add before we log out?
Nope. Just
all right, Nation. You guys have an amazing, blessed night. We'll see you guys in the next live show. We'll try to maybe plan something for Thursday, maybe Friday, do a preview show of the Raiders versus the Patriots. And we might bring on a special guest. We'll try to hook something up. But with that being said, peace. Y'all have a blessed night. See y'all in the next one.